The spring that walked. Richard James was a naval engineer working on ways to keep sensitive instruments steady on ships at sea. Rough water shakes everything, and delicate equipment does not like being shaken. He was testing springs that might absorb that movement. One of the springs fell off a shelf. It did not clatter to the floor. It tipped end over end, moved down a stack of books, onto a tabletop, and settled itself upright on the floor. He took it home and showed his wife Betty. She spent some time with a dictionary, looking for the right word for something that moves that way. She chose Slinky. They borrowed $500, had $400 made, and could not sell them. A department store in Philadelphia let them set up a demonstration before Christmas 1945. Richard set up an inclined board and let the spring walk down it. They sold all 400 in about 90 minutes. The design has barely changed since. It is still a flat coil of steel, and it still does the only trick it has ever done. The wrong component. Wilson Greatbatch was building a device to record the sound of a heartbeat. It was a small circuit, and it needed a resistor of a particular value. He reached into a box and fitted the wrong one. Instead of recording, the circuit began to produce a pulse of its own. It ran for 1.5 milliseconds, paused for a second, and pulsed again. He recognized the rhythm immediately because it was almost exactly the rhythm of a human heart. Pacemakers existed at the time, but they were external machines, some of them mains-powered, and a patient was tethered to one. Greatbatch had, by mistake, built a pulse generator small enough to consider putting inside a person. He spent 2 years on it in a barn behind his house, living on very little. The first implantable pacemaker was fitted to a patient in 1960. The early ones ran for a couple of years before the battery gave out. Greatbatch later worked on the lithium battery chemistry that extended that to a decade or more, which mattered as much as the circuit did, because every replacement meant another operation.